We can get right into Dame shit then.
Hey, there we go. God damn it! I ain't got long to be here. Let's get right into Dame.
Let's go.
Let's get into it. How do y'all feel about it? Y'all watch it? Adam 22.
I watched the whole interview. Yes,
So did I.
I did too. That was one of the first times I watched a full interview in a while, and I just had to sit there and watch it. It was entertaining.
Yeah, Dame's always good.
It was entertaining. I will say that.
Yeah, Dame
Spice things
interviews. Dame interviews are always more just PSAs, and then there's the other person that just happens to be on camera too.
Right.
Which isn't a slight to Adam, because that happens with everyone that
it's not
interviews
a
with
bad
Dame.
thing.
It's Dame.
Yeah.
Dame just talks. That's what Dame does.
And
You're just there to be like,
and you bring him on there to do that.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
Let him be Dame.
I'll be honest. I was wondering. Well, not wondering. I was applauding Dame for staying quiet during this whole Hove NFL debacle, because I figured Dame would be itching to say something.
Same.
Yeah.
So when he didn't, I was like, turn of a new leaf, go Dame, staying out of this. Maybe that's a conscious decision, doing some things differently. Apparently not.
Nah.
Apparently not. Got right with Adam 22. Shout out to Adam 22. And said Jay ain't shit.
Everybody in the industry knows Jay ain't shit. Those were his words.
Yes.
And I will say, Dame, we've always seen Dame take slights at Jay in interviews, but I think this is the first time he's gone on that ledge and fully said, yo, I don't fuck with him, period. He's not shit. He's always kind of done it in like a political way, like, yo, we're not partners no more. Like, he rocks with people I don't rock with. I'm doing my shit over here. Like, he does it in a nice way. Mm-hmm. This was the first time Dame was just like, fam, he ain't shit. I don't fuck with him. I don't know why y'all fuck with him. This is nuts.
The only problem I had that's essentially what he said.
That's exactly what he said.
But the only problem I had with that is I do like when he said, "Do you know the details of the deal?" No,
Yeah.
so why are we even talking about it? But then he went on
You can't
to
start.
talk about it.
He started with that.
Right, which I love. It's like,
And
yeah,
then
which is
he-
what I was saying. Like, yo, yeah, we don't even know what's gonna happen.
Then he
Why are
lost
people
track-
so?
lost track?
And
of it
then
a
he
little bit.
Then he talked about it.
proceeded to talk about it.
A lot.
Yeah, that's the only problem I have with Dame. I love Dame, learned a lot from him, but Dame is he's in his own. He's his ego, and that's all it really is. His ego is just he won't allow his ego to get out of his way. Because even when he speaks, it's always the way I would, the way I was brought up, the way everybody wasn't. You're not in this world alone. You're not in this world. This world doesn't run around your principles in the way you were brought up and the things that you believe in. So you can't expect or not fuck with people because they don't believe in the same things or do things the way you would do it.
Sure, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
You cannot do that. You cannot operate in a world like that.
Wait, why I can't fuck with somebody because they don't? We're not like-minded in a certain area, or
Because
they don't share the same views.
Because
as
then
me
you're
in
gonna
a certain
find
area.
yourself being alone a lot.
Which, if you want to live that way,
yeah.
that's totally fine.
Nobody wants to live alone. And if they tell you they want to live alone, there's something deeper there. There's a problem.
Well, we're social creatures.
So what I'm saying is Dame I love him. I think he's a genius.
Why
he has
do
a lot
I
of
have
great
to be?
ideas.
Well, wait. Let's rewind. Let's go back. Why do I have to be alone necessarily?
Because
if
you're
I'm
gonna
not
keep
fucking with people that
because you
aren't
keep pushing
like-minded.
people away. You keep cutting people off.
That don't mean I don't have my own people.
Yeah, but even in your own people, you'll start to push them away. Even people that you love and care about and family and all of that. It's like because your ego is so big, the moment somebody doesn't believe in what you're saying or agree with what you're saying, you cut them off. You turn a cold shoulder, and it's like because I don't agree with what you said, like you're not fucking.
I
with
don't
me?
want you to invalidate why ever Dame may feel away.
No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying his ego is a problem for me, and I don't think he understands how much of a problem it is for him. It's great to have principles and morals, and I learned a lot from him about that. That's great.
You know that Dame is a man of integrity.
Absolutely, I love that. But a lot of the times, it's when it comes down
to his own hindrance.
Exactly, and it's like you can't expect people to move on certain morals and integrity. Cool, but when they don't, you just want to understand
your
why.
perception of that.
Or your perception of that.
Maul shouldn't be allowed to talk about Rockefeller stuff.
Why?
Because that's not fair.
Why? It is fair.
How?
Because I had a
You
close.
could never give like a real.
Sure, I can. I could probably give a more real perspective than anybody because I don't have anything to lose. If I say anything negative about Jay, that doesn't ruin my relationship with Jay. If I have anything negative to say about Dame, that doesn't ruin my relationship with Dame. If I have anything negative to say about Biggs, that doesn't ruin my relationship with Biggs. That's family for me. So it's like I can come on here and actually say shit that other people would think twice about saying because they like, oh, Jay might not fuck with me. He might stop a deal for me. Dame might not fuck with me. Biggs might punch me in my face. I don't have those fears. So I can really be free and open. I don't speak on it because I understand that that's a really, really personal situation. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the things that I'm listening to Dame saying, I know the stories behind. I know what really happened. I know how other people really feel about him. So I choose not to speak on it. But when he's...
Are you saying about Dame or about Hope?
About Dame, about Jay, about Biggs.
Situation.
Like, I just know how they feel about. They all love each other, and it's like. But again, I understand what the issue is, and the issue seems to only really be that Dame's his ego is in the way of moving forward and making things right with each other and getting a relationship back to where it used to be, and it's really based on an ego thing. That's it. As far as I know, as far as from what I'm told, it's just all ego. That's all I'm saying. So even in listening to him, Dame is a genius. He was ahead of this shit years ago and wanting to be independent and own and start things and start companies and sell companies. Like he was years ahead of the game on that. So he is a genius, but sometimes you need to relinquish some of that ego. Get rid of some of that and understand that you live in a world where sometimes you're going to have to adjust and you're going to have to move differently. You're going to have to take in different ideas and say, maybe I've been thinking about this the wrong way for some years. Let me look at it from this perspective. Or let me look at things from this angle. Like, you can't be hell-bent on your angle and your angle only. Not in this world. It doesn't work like that.
I agree, Mo.
That's
well
all.
said.
Yeah.
That was well said.
Yeah.
Maul is still Rock Nation.
I'm just saying.
No,
it's just being real, man. That's all it is, man. I mean, again, I love Dame, man, but it's just ego, man. And it's whack because everything that I know about those three is like the love is still there, but it's like you grow and you get older and people have families and you have different responsibilities now and different perspectives. And it's like, cool, but that don't mean that it got to be, oh, Jay ain't shit.
Hip-hop situations teach me so much about life. Like, you saying all this shit casually, but as I'm listening to you, you naming hard stuff for adults to cope with. Mm-hmm. Like if me and Parks is super, super, super tight and then some shit happened and then I love this nigga but I can't speak to him anymore, like I still have feelings. Mm-hmm. Like I would be hurt. I may be affected. Like, is that an ego thing?
Absolutely. Because there's nothing, what are we talking about? Entertainment, we talking about fashion, we talking about music, we talking about business. It's like, but away from all of that, we're from the same culture. We brothers. So it's like, it's a love that goes beyond all of that, the business shit. So it's like, cool, when business comes into play, we're not going to agree. We're going to bump heads, but that's part of it.
I can't even say. Remember, I was mad at, on a much smaller scale, shit, I was mad that niggas was fucking around doing what we could to help Trev Rich out, and then Trev Rich tried to go do some shit elsewhere. I don't know if that was me and my feelings or if I had a right to feel that way.
Not saying you didn't have a right to feel that way, but it was ego feelings. It was a lot of that. And that's all it ever is with men. It's an ego thing with men. That's all it ever is with men is ego. It's ego. We got to slam our nuts on the table. My dick bigger than yours. I
don't think I ever joined those types of contests where niggas do that.
You do.
Yeah,
we all do. Yeah. We all do.
I think
level.
all men do to a degree, and I think the ego comes into play in how you channel it publicly. Like, you in your head can have all those feelings, but how you then react to it and talk to people, I think, is how we're always gonna have our ego. You can't dead your ego; it's impossible.
Absolutely.
You can just mature in how you react to things when you get that feeling in your gut, where it's like, oh, my fucking ego. You have to recognize
when your ego is in your way.
Yeah, and I think you made the great point just about perspective that Dame has had with it. Dame is a genius, but Dame is stubborn, and it's hindered him and it's made him the businessman that he is. But you can't look at everything the same fucking way for every single time.
Right.
And you've been right a lot of the time. Dame has been right a lot of the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
And again, there's three sides to every story.
I will always have a sore spot for Dame's disposition. I'll just say that.
I think all of us.
And let me be clear. I understand him feeling some type of way about the way things went. Biggs felt the way about the way things went. But you know what happens? You look at shit, you're like, you know what? It was a business move. Do I hate Jay? Do I love him any less? No. Do I hate what happened? Absolutely.
There's also just ways to address it publicly, I think.
I was just about to say, I agree with both of those points.
Which goes with your ego and how you
I do believe
portray
Dame has more integrity than to speak about some of these things publicly in the manner in which he's doing. So
yeah, like I hate
to
see Dame somewhere saying Jay ain't shit.
I'm mad that he said that to Adam 22.
Yeah, it's like what?
Yeah,
I didn't want to see that.
Like, come on, man.
Not
Like,
that, and I fuck with Adam 22. Please don't misconstrue.
I
this.
fuck with
I know what you're
I
saying.
just
It was
didn't-
just
that was
someone
not
he
the-
probably just met. It's not within the Rockefeller circle. Like that would have been better amongst family. Like,
in
than to just say it to a
2019
but
stranger.
even bigger than that, fellas, it's not true. It's not
Yeah.
true. You can't sit somewhere and honestly say Jay ain't shit. You can't. You created too much history together. You made too much money. You lived too much of life together
But his
to
definition
sit somewhere
of
and say
his definition of ain't shit was self-serving.
Self-serving.
self-preserving. Yeah.
But
Well, here's my thing
You
with
are
the ain't
supposed to
shit.
preserve self though.
But I'm saying
I
don't know,
It's
Maul.
arguing
It's
about
a slippery slope.
Jay being
It's a slip.
capitalist,
It's only
essentially.
It's only a slippery.
because everything that Maul just said, you can't say that Jane shit. You was there. You was like maybe that's why he's feels like he could say it. It's because I was there. Well, actually, yeah, that's where the hurt comes from. I was there and I drowned. You went on to marry Beyonce and close all of the biggest business deals ever. How should I feel? Like, is that his ego, or is
yeah,
it?
it is. Because at the end of
His
the day,
ego is hurt. Yes,
No,
his ego,
Yeah,
at the end of the day,
is
as-
affected.
Listen, at the end of the day, each man has to live their life.
That's true. See, that's a
You
whole
understand what I'm
shit. You've been
saying?
hanging out with Hov.
No,
That's a
I'm-
Hov line.
no, honestly.
That is a Hov line.
No,
No, he can't sneak
no,
about
it's
me.
just that- no, it's just that
Each man got to live his
when
life.
you sit back and really think about it, no, when you sit back and really think about it, I can only control my life. I can only
you control some other
nah,
niggas' lives.
but you really can't though. It's like I gotta make sure I'm good.
You
before-
should only be responsible for your life.
right. And so to say Jay and shit, it's like how y'all made so much money together as a result of what that man was doing.
My only issue with it was Dame is specifically talking about something, 20 years ago? 15 years ago? When did that breakup happen?
About 15
years ago?
Yeah, 15, 16.
All three of those people are completely different people, as everyone is 15 years later. So if you're saying you're not paying attention to Jay's business and don't particularly care about that, you guys are in two different spaces. You can't call someone ain't shit 15 years later. You could say 15 years ago when he was 32 or however old he was, yeah, he wasn't shit. I didn't like that.
That's the part.
You have to give people some time to grow. You can't tell me 15 years later and you've had paid no attention to shit and you say you don't pay attention to headlines or deals that aren't yours. You can't call someone ain't shit.
There's also probably less abrasive ways to say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can accuse Jay of being a
Say, yo,
capitalist.
he-
you know what I mean?
yeah,
And
No,
I
don't
give-
do
I
that.
give
That's
people-
how Dame talks. Don't do that. Y'all
Yeah.
relax. Dame has
Yeah,
talked
yeah.
like that for.
Yeah, but what I'm
No,
what I'm
he's never
saying
gone on
is-
that ledge with
but
Jay
for
is
now,
what I was saying.
to say Jay ain't shit like that, it's like, come on, man. You know the things that Jay does that he never wants the media to know about. Like just silently does for people and organizations. Like and a lot of it is documented. Like I'm so surprised to see people killing Jay right now. Like Jay been on this social wave. Like he been jumping on helping the Trayvon Martin family. He sent his lawyer to help 21 Savage. Like he's been doing shit. This ain't new for Jay.
Oh, you snitching.
I'm just saying this is shit that people. I'm not even saying shit that people
I
don't
know,
know
I'm
about.
joking,
I'm just saying this is the
I'm
shit that we
joking.
can look at and say, yo, he been about this type of shit. He been about action.
But are you
go ahead.
dick eating to say that?
No, that's just that's a fact. People always say you dick eating, whatever. Call it what you want. I'm just putting the facts out there. This is shit that you can go look at. This shit that Jay been doing. He been doing this. When the Columbine shit happened, Jay wasn't even a megastar like that. He was donating to Columbine years ago when that school got shot up.
That's
he
real.
did that. I'm just saying this is shit that he
Ad-lib,
been
too.
doing.
Went over your
So
heads.
hopefully we wouldn't have to do that.
I'm just saying this is shit that the man been doing, man.
I donated to Columbine, so hopefully you have to. I don't think that was the bar.
Oh,
No, that wasn't the bar.
That wasn't how it went.
No.
were you about to say something, Rory?
I also give people the luxury of misspeaking when they're talking about something that may pain them or something that's emotional. I don't want to use the word emotional, but to their heart.
Yeah.
Like you can misspeak when you get worked up about something you generally care about or something that was really part of your life. You might go over the ledge by accident and be like, yo, he ain't shit.
All right.
I give people that luxury too. And then sometimes you got to stand on that.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you misspeak, you have to stand on being misspoken. Fuck, I said it. Well, I got to own it now. I give people that luxury. I don't think Dame really thinks Jay ain't shit. I really don't think that.
No, he thinks that.
And that's why I have a problem with him saying it.
No, I
Because
think-
he don't believe that.
He thinks that.
He don't believe that.
Yes, he does.
He knows better. He don't believe that. He don't. He's hurt. He's upset about some things. His ego is bruised. I get it. But you don't really believe that.
Okay, but the hurt can make you believe some things.
But that's something that's on
yeah, that's
you
true.
though. That's not what's real. That's just you.
Oh yeah, no. Dame put sauce on it. Listen, Hov is not just closing deals because Beyonce's next to him. Like Like
again, that was something.
there was
else
a lot.
kinda
There
like,
was a lot of shit.
Don't try
in
to
there.
discredit.
Yeah, there was a lot of shit in
Yeah.
there where it's like.
And
no,
he-
I think,
but in that
I think he was
is-
saying perception of him being this megastar and next to a megastar. It builds for a better story and a softer way to get things done.
No, because he went on to say that no, he's the type of nigga that'll tell you don't fuck with that girl and then wife the girl the next day.
Well, those are two different
again,
points.
which is more shit
Same
that I'm
shit
just
to
like.
me. Shit.
Also-
How not? What was the first example I said?
Of having Beyonce next to you makes access to rooms. It just makes you. The perception
because what
of you
he's
is doper.
saying,
Which is probably true.
It's very
It's
true.
fair.
Yeah,
That's
Beyonce
fair.
has certainly helped Hove's career.
Absolutely.
if I was with Beyonce, I'm bringing her to the meeting.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, hey B, you busy on Tuesday?
That's not a knock.
And Hove would
That's
say
not a
that too.
knock.
That's not a knock at all.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm saying it's the same because, and I'm getting this from his story. This is not my opinion. And we'll leave this soon because I want to talk about all the JD shit and all this other shit and my
Yeah.
pool party. Hold up for a minute. Let me let these niggas know.
I'm mad. That's the
the
record you
Ruffins.
chose.
Because it's hilarious. Yeah, this shit came on earlier. I was like, holy shit, rough ends. I'm saying it's the same because I think Dame is looking at it like the end of us, whether that's business, personal, whatever, I don't know, none of my business, but the end of us led to you now. And I think Beyonce was just his version of you now. So there was salt there and expressing it, but he's still saying, hey, it was this way, and then you switched up from whatever was said and then went a different route. Same thing as me coming to you and saying, yo, don't fuck with that girl, and later going to fuck with her. You're just not a man of your word, not a man of integrity. Your actions and your words don't match. I do think that while those situations may be different, I think the point he was trying to drive home was the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then the whack part about that is it comes out to the JD now comes out on the radio, V103 in Atlanta. I think that's where it was at. And he clears up that whole situation.
It was with Tigger.
Saying that
Tigger show.
Jay didn't tell him not to take the deal. So again, now you speaking on something that's not true. And then here's everybody that was jumping on Jay back. Oh, that's fucked up. And then Jermaine Dupri's like, what are y'all talking about? That's not true. And then now people are saying that Jay forced Jermaine Dupri to say that he didn't tell him not to take the deal.
Yeah, he came
It's
in,
just
he
like,
came
all right,
in
man.
with Beyonce. He said, Jermaine, say you didn't say it.
Jermaine.
Yeah, Hov don't call these niggas by their little cool names. You think Hov is saying, hey, JD.
No,
No,
Jermaine.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
All right, so that was cute. That was fun. 2 weeks of Hov. Great, awesome.
I'll be sappy here. That's just the impact of Rockefeller. Like, we're still talking about
You
this.
niggas, jeez.
That's crazy that people still
Told the
care.
company line,
God
man. You gotta
damn,
respect
for
it.
real.
It's
Yeah,
crazy
what
that
happened?
people still care about Rockefeller this
are.
much.
You said what?
Nothing. Let Roy get shit off.
I didn't hear what he said.
No, I was saying that it's still crazy that people still care this much about Rockefeller and those two break up.
Oh, I think that's gonna be something that people care about for forever, because it's such a big moment in our culture.
The funny shit is I don't think niggas really care about it.
No, they do.
I totally disagree. I think
about
the tide is changing. I don't think these kids know shit about shit. I think.
Oh well,
I think the Dame, if they did,
Well, us,
Dame
I'm
saying
saying.
on, us, yes.
Yeah, I'm
we'll
talking about us.
always, to the day I die.
Yeah.
yeah.
Too instrumental in my growing up.
And throughout all of this, both of them are loved equally, I feel like. From us.
Mm-hmm.
We all still love Dame. We all still love Hove.
Who
Like,
won-
one hasn't, their perception of who they are hasn't been diluted at all. Like, we still all love Dame that much.
You popping.
Oh, Dame, that's Dame calling.
Yo, this is Joe Budden from the Joe Budden Podcast. Real Nigga Records, CEO speaking.
Unbelievable. Yo, did you see my text?
No. What did it say?
We just got a
Oh, I'm
text
looking.
from-
Oh, here we go. A little bit more. Oh, shit. No, wait. Oh, that's fine. Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hey,
Yeah,
send me the
yeah, I just
cash
need
app,
to-
nigga. We balling.
All right, cool.
All right.
All good. Make sure we was good. All right, cool, brother. We'll be there.
No problems.
All right, peace.
Come on, man. You need to know the vibes. All right, listen. Somebody get us off of this Dame and J topic. Please. I've had enough.
We can
They're
stay-
not friendly right now.
No.